All right. Good morning, Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. You guys have the same assignment today. And then you guys are going to kind of split up during the week. Okay? I'm going to do a little quiz during the week when I have you the next class, just to kind of get some of this review stuff out of the way. Okay? So I'm going to help you guys with my document counter because I know that you guys had a little bit of an issue with some of the finding the slope from the graph on IXL. And I'm going to work you guys through that. Okay, so if you notice, I color-coded my slides. It's a little bit easier to deal with. So we are in week 5, starting 10-5. Okay, and if I scroll down, all right, I've got all my assignments on there. Okay, so this video is the one that we're doing right now. Don't forget to check in on Google Classroom. It's usually the thing that posts right at 8 a.m. on Monday morning. Okay, and then everything else is on here. Okay, so find slope from graph. So Algebra 2, guys, you got a heck of a time on this, so we're going to go through it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and actually log into my IXL from this link, okay? Not just right off the Chromebook. You're going to link from here. It's going to ask you to sign in. It automatically logs me in. All right. So I'm going to look at the graph. I'm going to have to move my window a smidge. All right, what is the slope? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my document camera just so that you guys can see exactly what's going on in that particular picture. Okay, so I'm going to draw that line. Looks like that point goes between the 4 and the 5. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it kind of comes up here, right? Now, the problem is, if you notice, on the IXL screen, right here, you don't have any actual points located out. Okay, so you're going to have to actually just visualize, all right? So if you look here, if you follow along the line, it intersects here at, it looks like 6, 2. So I'm actually going to go ahead and count. This is 5, 6, 2. Okay. And then it doesn't intersect like an actual corner until it goes up here, and that looks like 8, 5. Okay, so I'm actually going to go out and go, this is 5, so 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now it doesn't matter how I write this. If you go ahead and use the IXL and count, you're just going to count the rise and the run part, right? So remember that slope is rise over run. So that's your up and down over your left and right. And you can count on IXL, or I'm going to count over here with you guys. Say, all I have to do is go 1, 2, 3. So that's a positive 3. And then over to the right, 1, 2. So it's a positive 2. So my slope is just 3 over 2. Okay? It's honestly a lot easier than I think that you guys are making it. You just have to look at where exactly the line intersects an actual corner. Okay? So you're going to plug in the 3 over 2 and click submit. Okay. So I'm actually going to use some of this information for what I would like you guys to do next. So Algebra 2, this should be a review for you. But if it's not, I apologize. So what we're going to do is I'm going to erase this. I'm going to show you because the next thing that I'm going to ask you to do, if you look over to the emoji, finding slope from 2 points. I'm going to show you what that looks like. And again, auto log you in. All right. So this guy here says, and I will put it on my board and click over. My points are 3, 6 and 10, 2. Whoop. Negative. Okay, the big thing is for here, when you have a negative number, to make sure that you're doing the negative number part right. Okay? All right, so the slope formula, we call it change in x, delta x, which is a Greek letter, over change in y. Okay? Oh, I apologize. I have y over x. Actually. Change in y over change in x. Alright, that's what happens when you run 21 miles today. Alright, so I already know which one my x's are, right? Because x comes before y in the alphabet, right? Alright, change in just means that you are subtracting, okay? So it just looks like whatever my y is minus my other y, and whatever my x is, subtract my other x, okay? It doesn't matter which way you do it as long as you go the same way. So this is an x, this is an x, this is a y, and this is a y, okay? So I'm going to color code them just to make it easier. All right. All right. No, here's what I'm going to do. My first ones are going to be purple. My second ones are going to be pink, X and Y. Okay? So as long as I do the purple minus the pink on the top and the bottom, then we're good to go. Okay? I can do the pink minus the purple as long as you do that consistently. Okay, so y minus y, so we're going to go 6 minus 2 over 3 minus 10. Okay, and we're going to get 4 over negative 7. Okay, so that would be my slope. Okay, the only part that gets a little bit confusing is that if there's a negative number. Okay, so if there was a negative number in here, I would have to put the negative number here, and a negative minus a negative becomes a positive. Okay, so that would be, instead of 6 minus 2, it would be 6 plus 2, and that would be a positive 8 instead of a positive 4. Okay, so that is how you find slope from 2 points. Okay, there's another practice skill on here, and it lets you do graph using a point and a slope. So as soon as you have your slope and you get your point, I would like you guys to try that one. Okay, so these are all sort of review graphing. So what I would like you guys to do is hit 60%. If you feel more comfortable and you want to hit the 80 to 100%, that's great. If you get stuck, please don't forget, you can always text, call, or email me. Texting is the closest, the easiest way for me to get to you guys on Monday. Okay? So I will see you guys on Tuesday for Algebra 1 and Wednesday for Algebra 2. All right, have an awesome Monday, guys.